Have you ever wondered how a young Greek king conquered the mighty Persian Empire? Welcome to About Our World. Today we embark on a journey back in time to an era where empires were built and destroyed and where one man's ambition changed the course of history. Picture this: a young and audacious king, Alexander III of Macedon, more commonly known as Alexander the Great, staring down the vast and formidable Persian Empire. An empire that stretched from Egypt in the west to India in the east, with an army that outnumbered his own by a significant margin. The odds were stacked against him, yet he dared to envision the impossible. Now, Alexander was no ordinary king. Born into the royal family of Macedon, he was a pupil of the great philosopher Aristotle and was known for his military genius. But the Persian Empire was a different beast altogether. It was a colossus that had stood firm against numerous onslaughts, a testament to its military prowess and strategic brilliance. How then did this young Greek king, with his relatively small army, conquer the titanic Persian Empire? It seems improbable, doesn't it? Yet, as history shows us, not only did Alexander conquer the Persian Empire, but he also established one of the largest empires in the ancient world, all before his untimely death at the age of 32. The question that has intrigued historians for centuries remains: how did he do it? What strategies did he employ? What advantages did he exploit? And most importantly, what can we learn from his conquest that applies to our world today? To understand Alexander's victory, we need to start from the very beginning. So buckle up as we set off on a journey back in time, delving into the life of Alexander, his early years, his ascension to the throne, and the beginning of his audacious campaign against the Persian Empire. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment and share About Our World videos. Together, let's unravel the mystery of Alexander the Great's conquest of the Persian Empire. Born in 356 BC to King Philip II of Macedonia, Alexander was a prodigy from the start. In the lush green valleys of Pella, Macedonia, a young Alexander was not just a prince, but a student. Under the tutelage of the great philosopher Aristotle, his mind was sharpened, readying him for the path of greatness that lay ahead. When he was merely 20 years old, the winds of change swept over Macedonia. King Philip's untimely death led to Alexander's ascension to the throne. The young king, however, was not one to rest on his laurels. He swiftly consolidated his power, quelling rebellions and bringing the Greek city-states under his control. His early successes were remarkable, setting the stage for the legendary conquests that would follow. But Alexander was not satisfied with just Greece. His ambition was as vast as the world he yearned to rule. His eyes were set on a bigger prize, the mighty Persian Empire. In 334 BC, Alexander embarked on what would become one of the greatest military campaigns in history. The young king, not yet 25, had set his sights on the Persian Empire, a colossal adversary that had been a thorn in the side of his Greek forebears. The first major confrontation, the Battle of Granicus, was a testament to Alexander's tactical brilliance. The Persians, confident in their superior numbers, expected an easy victory. But Alexander, ever the strategist, chose to attack at dusk, a move that caught the Persians off guard. The Macedonian phalanx, a formidable formation of spearmen, made a ferocious charge across the river Granicus. The Persians were routed, their confidence shattered. Alexander's audacious tactics had won the day, signaling the beginning of the end for the Persian Empire. Next, Alexander turned his attention to Halicarnassus, a coastal city in modern-day Turkey. The siege of Halicarnassus was a grueling test of endurance. The city was well fortified, and their defences were robust. But Alexander, unyielding and relentless, employed a combination of siege towers, battering rams and catapults to wear down the city's defences. After enduring months of Alexander's relentless assault, the city finally capitulated. But Alexander was not done. He razed the city to the ground, a chilling message to any who dared oppose him. This was not merely a military campaign, it was a psychological war. Alexander's message was clear. Resistance was futile. With these initial victories, Alexander had dealt the Persian Empire a significant blow. He had demonstrated his tactical genius, his unyielding determination, and his ruthless ambition. But these were the early days of the invasion. The Persian Empire was vast, its resources seemingly limitless. There were still many battles to be fought, many cities to conquer, and a Persian king to dethrone. The Persian Empire had been dealt a significant blow, but the toughest challenges were still to come. Alexander's campaign had only just begun, and the path to victory was fraught with obstacles. But as history would show, Alexander was not a man to be deterred. He was, after all, Alexander the Great. The Battle of Issus and the Siege of Tyre were pivotal moments in Alexander's campaign. The Battle of Issus, fought in late autumn of 333 BC, was the first time Alexander the Great directly faced the Persian Emperor Darius III. It was a daring move by Alexander. Outnumbered, outflanked, but never outdone, Alexander led his troops with a calculated audacity that would become his trademark. The Macedonian phalanx, a formidable formation of infantrymen, stood firm against the Persian onslaught. Alexander himself led the charge against Darius, driving the Persian king from the battlefield and securing a monumental victory. The impact was profound. The Greek soldiers, buoyed by this victory, began to believe in the invincibility of their young king. The Persian Empire, on the other hand, was left reeling. Their emperor had fled, leaving his family behind. The myth of Persian invincibility was shattered. Next came the Siege of Tyre, a coastal city that was a crucial stronghold for the Persian naval power. Alexander's decision to lay siege to it in 332 BC was a testament to his strategic acumen. The city was well fortified and almost impregnable, but Alexander was relentless. After 7 long months, Tyre fell. The victory at Tyre not only crippled Persian naval power, but also sent a clear message to other cities. Resistance was futile. These victories marked a turning point. The invincible Persian Empire was now on the defensive. Alexander's strategic genius, combined with his indomitable will, had turned the tides of this great conflict. The young king from Macedonia was not just a threat anymore. He was a force to be reckoned with, a conqueror on the path to create one of the largest empires the world has ever seen. So buckle up as we continue our journey into the next chapter of Alexander's conquest, right here on About Our World. If you're enjoying this historical ride, do subscribe, like, comment and share our videos. Your support helps us bring history to life. The Battle of Gaugamela was the final nail in the coffin for the Persian Empire. With these words, we delve into the final act of this grand saga. The date was October 1st, 331 BC, and the stage was set near Gaugamela, a small village in present-day Iraq. The Persian king Darius III, in a desperate bid to halt the relentless march of Alexander's forces, assembled an army that dwarfed the Macedonian contingent. But Alexander, with his strategic genius, turned the tables. The Macedonians charged with such ferocity that the Persian lines crumbled, and Darius fled, sealing the fate of his empire. Alexander's victory at Gaugamela marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire, the largest empire the world had seen till then. But for Alexander, it was just the beginning. He was now the ruler of an empire stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. He was the Lord of Asia, and his rule brought about a wave of Hellenistic influence that would shape the region for centuries. But the spoils of war came with their challenges. Alexander's empire was vast and diverse, a mix of cultures and traditions. Governing such a realm was no easy task. Alexander adopted a policy of fusion, encouraging marriages between his Greek soldiers and Persian women, adopting Persian customs, and even dressing in Persian royal attire. It was a bold move, but it wasn't universally popular. Many of his Greek and Macedonian subjects saw this as a betrayal of their culture. In the end, Alexander's empire was as fleeting as it was vast. After his untimely death at the age of 32, his empire fractured into several Hellenistic states. But the impact of his conquests, the fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures, and the legends of his leadership endured. With the fall of the Persian Empire, Alexander's place in history was cemented. His name is synonymous with conquest and ambition, a testament to the power of human will. This concludes our journey into the life and conquests of Alexander the Great on About Our World. If you've enjoyed this historical journey, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time. Alexander the Great's conquest of the Persian Empire was an extraordinary feat that has left a lasting impact on the world. His relentless ambition and astute military strategies not only reshaped the borders of the known world, but also transformed its cultural landscape. The legacy of Alexander's conquest is far-reaching. His Hellenistic vision ignited a cultural fusion that spread Greek ideas, art, and philosophy far beyond the traditional boundaries of Greece. This diffusion of Hellenism spurred the rise of vibrant new Hellenistic kingdoms, which in turn became the cradle of innovation and progress in various fields such as science, literature, and architecture. Moreover, Alexander's ardent desire for knowledge and exploration paved the way for a greater understanding of the world, its geography, and its diverse cultures. This young Greek king didn't just conquer the Persian Empire, he forever changed the course of history.